Hi everybody, today we have Rachel over here at the Boise location with me, so we have time to do a video. So we're going to call this Serger Saturday. So what we're working on since school is coming back into session, we're going to be working on a project that we downloaded right from the Baby Lock website. And I've made some before, and today we're going to make them in our laminated fabric. So this is a reusable snack bag, perfect for back to school or just taking snacks to work. Today we're going to be working with our laminated fabric that we have. You can see some that we have right back here. We're going to be using the ladybugs and the polka dot. One of the things that's really nice with this fabric is it's very soft and flexible and easy to use. And of course, we're going to do it on our Baby Lock serger. We're not worrying about tensions. It's going to be super easy and very fast, a quick, easy project to do. Today we're also going to be working with some different threads. We've also got our Wonderfill thicker thread on here, the 12 weight, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that in just a moment. Okay, just a little bit about what we're using today. We talked about the fabric that I was going to use, and I want to say a little bit about the threads that we have up here. I've got 2 spools of regular serger thread that I'm using in the needles because those are just going to be the straight line. They're going to blend. I used a color that's really not going to matter and we won't see it too much. And then I wanted more than just a regular thread on the serged edge with the loopers. I wanted something that was really going to stand out and add just a little bit of pizzazz. And so I'm using the 12 weight Wonderfill spaghetti thread, and you can see even though it's a little bit thicker, it's not extremely thick, and I was still able to put it through with the air threading right through the loopers with no problem at all. It threaded just as easy as my regular thread. So for this project, they have us cut our fabric 2 pieces, 7 by 15. We're going to put them wrong sides together so that we can see the side that we want. So we're going to start with our 4-thread overlock. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to serge one short end. It's going to be this piece on the finished item. We are going to slow the speed down just so I have a little more control, and we are going to use the knee lift to lift up our presser foot to get our fabric underneath there and back against our needles, and we're just going to serge right along that edge. The next step is to fold your fabric in half. We're going to take the serge side, it's going to be on top, and we want to make sure that the side that you want to see on the outside of your little lunch bag is facing out. We are going to take the serged edge and we are going to fold it down about 1.5 inches where you can pin it or use your clips to hold it in place. The last step is to do the serged edge all the way around. So I'm going to start on this corner over here. I'm going to use my knee lift to lift my presser foot, and I'm going to pull a little bit of slack in my threads so that I can pull my tails, lift my presser foot, and I'm going to pull a little bit of slack in my threads so that I can pull my tails back and bring them around and put them on top of the fabric. This is going to secure my seam so I don't have to do any tying or bringing my threads underneath. I'm going to stop as I get to that fold so that you can see here that it's kind of pushing the fabric. I'm going to use my knee lift so my hands can remain on my fabric to lift the foot. As I come to the end, I'm going to slow down. I'm going to hand turn my hand wheel and stop when I'm 1 stitch off the fabric. Pull a little bit of slack in my needle threads. I'm also going to pull a little bit of slack in my looper threads. That will allow me to pull the threads off the stitch fingers, bring it around, pull it right up against my needles, and then I will pull the slack out. This is going to allow me to turn the corner, and again I'll use my knee lift there, and it will secure it as well. When I get to the end, I'm going to do something kind of similar. And I'll talk you through that when I get to that point as well. I'm going to slow down and do the same thing. Except this time, instead of turning the corner, I'm actually going to go right back on top. Pull up that slack. But I'm going to turn my blade off so I'm not cutting into that. I'm going to give it a few stitches into there. Stop. Rotate out of the way, turn my hand wheel back once so that I could freely pull my threads. And then cut those off. I can give them a little tie, a little knot there, and I can fray check that. And here we have our finished project. We've got two different ones contrasting each other. Great for your snacks or even your supplies that take to class. If you want to do this project, switch it up maybe by using different threads or different textures of threads. And remember to go to Baby Lock's website where you can find all kinds of other projects. So once you finish this, scroll through there and see what else you can find for your next project.